Man. YouTube boxing has absolutely lost its mind as Demetrius Andrade is berated by a YouTuber for having the nerve to want to fight Jermall Charlo. If ever there's been proof of of collusion of forces against PBC fighters, this is the evidence that you needed to see. Because, man, I can't believe it. Demetrius Andrade has one professional loss. He is a 2-division world champion at 154 and 160. He wants to fight Jermall Charlo, who is a 2-division champion at 154 and 160, who is an undefeated fighter. The only person Demetrius Andrade lost to was the best guy in the division and somebody that both Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford has said they have no intention on fighting themselves, David Benavidez. The audacity. Let's talk about that in this video. Man, let me tell you something. As a YouTuber, as a content creator, as someone that talks to Hall of Fame fighters on a regular basis, people have support from a lot of fighters. I walk around the streets, and when I'm in a restaurant or I'm in a grocery store, I get recognized by boxing fans. But one thing that I have never confused myself about was me being the subject of the conversation. Because I am not the subject of the conversation. The fighters are the subject of the conversation. And we are just blessed to be able to talk about the things that they do for a living. So when I saw an interaction between a YouTube channel host and Demetrius Andrade about a fight that he wanted to make, I was flabbergasted. But before I get into the details, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for what you do. It really makes a huge difference to the channel. But let's get into this, okay? I'm not going to say the name because I don't have a problem necessarily with the person that did this. And I'm not going to personally attack their channel. I think they do very good work. Just not going to mention it because I think I will chalk this up to just a moment of losing perspective. Demetrius Andrade. Let me tell you about Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade in a very objective fashion, not stating anything about his personal life, not saying anything about his layoffs. I am just going to talk about the things that Boo Boo Andrade has accomplished. He has a fighter that is a 2-division champion. He was a title holder at 154. He was a title holder at 160. He was ducked by Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez refused to fight him for the undisputed title. And we know that was the case because it was announced by Eddie Hearn right after Demetrius Andrade got his hands on that belt, the WBO belt at 160. Demetrius Andrade had promotional problems, but moved up to 160 and fought David Benavidez. David Benavidez is an undefeated former 2-time 168-pound champion, although I don't think the man is 29 years old yet. He's moved to 175 pounds, and he's an absolute monster. That's who Demetrius Andrade lost to. Demetrius Andrade is without a doubt a world-class fighter who has fought world-class fighters. He was shouted down because he said that he was trying to fight Jermall Charlo. Let me tell you who Jermall Charlo is without getting into my opinions about his personal life, my opinions about what he should be doing as far as going to rehab, or if he drinks too much, or if he's got marital problems, and all of those things that are none of my business when I'm talking about an undefeated 2-division champion. Jermall Charlo has never lost a professional boxing match. He is still undefeated. He is also a 2-division world champion, and he defended his titles in both of those divisions. That makes those two guys one world-class fighter against another world-class fighter. But for some reason, Demetrius Andrade is not supposed to fight him. What is Demetrius Andrade supposed to do? He is supposed to go leave the PBC and go fight Christian and Billy, to go fight Lester Martinez. Why would he do that when he is on a comeback from having been beaten up by David Benavidez? And you have an opportunity where two recognizable names fight each other for large sums of money on a network that will put the fight on because both of them have a history of fighting on the network. That makes sense. That's a fight that makes perfect sense for the people involved in the fight. Why would somebody go to the point of screaming and yelling and saying, I'm a boxing aficionado. You can't fool me. Fool you with what? The man said, I'm trying to fight Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo is an undefeated 2-division champion. Again, nobody has ever beaten him before. He's in the same age range as me. It's a fight that can get done. Why would you, if I'm going, and I don't even understand why Demetrius Andrade put himself in that type of situation. Because I know why, because the mainstream media will not promote them. The mainstream media tries to crap on every single solitary, so many fights they crap on. They don't say anything about Turki Al-Sheikh's fight cards and how Turki Al-Sheikh's undercard was complete garbage. And I'm not saying that about this particular channel that had the blow up with Demetrius Andrade. Again, I don't have any problem with these guys. I just want to say that it's an amazing mentality for YouTube commentators and journalists, media people to have relative to fighters. Now, if you want to write that down on a piece of paper, if you want to put it on your blogs, if you want to say that, that's fair game because that's the medium that you're using. But to actually attack the fighter for what the fighter is trying to do, to pour water on this man's ability to earn money in a fight that you know will make money for this guy, no. And it's not coincidental because this is something that happens very, very consistently when it comes to PBC fights. It happens for the Lamont Roach fight. How many people said, we'd rather see Gervonta Davis fight nobody than fight Lamont Roach? It winds up being a good fight that people enjoyed. Maybe Demetrius Andrade and Jermall Charlo will be a good fight, interesting fight that both people will enjoy because these guys are at similar points in their careers. If two fighters are at the same level and they fight each other, there's an opportunity to have a very good fight. And I think that is what would take place with Demetrius Andrade and Jermall Charlo. But people spend all this time tearing those guys down, tearing them down, tearing them down, tearing them down. I'll take the fight. I hope they make the fight because I would prefer for these guys to be more active than less active. But at the same time, the people that are telling them to be more active are crapping on the fights that they need to remain active. It is just a scam on these guys, man. There's no reason for Demetrius Andrade and Jermall Charlo not to fight. And by the way, there's more than one YouTube channel. I heard one YouTube channel saying Turki Al-Sheikh didn't save boxing. YouTube saved boxing. Like, no, you scammers. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.